Hi and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. This morning I opened day 2 on the old advent calendar back there from P. Louise. It's her Magic in the Memories big old giant advent calendar, and to my delight it was a skincare product. So this morning I've used the skincare product, but I do need to get ready for work. So what I thought I'd do is show you my Laura Geller order, which came in late yesterday, and then get ready with those products on our face today. We'll try them out together. Just a shout out to Laura Geller. The recyclable packaging, easy peasy, no box. Thank you so much, Laura Geller. That's super helpful. Okay, I placed an order with Laura Geller for, it was pre-Thanksgiving, but I believe it was their, Black Friday week sale. You know how a lot of places start it early now, which is great because then I don't have to wake up at a certain time on Friday after Thanksgiving and, all that. I could just place my order leisurely throughout the week, and that's nice. So let me show you what I got, and then let's put it on our face. I got a tinted moisturizer. This is the Better Than Bare tinted moisturizer. It's got broad spectrum 50 sunscreen, and that's why I bought it, besides the fact that I love foundation-y products. 50 is fabulous. So think It Cosmetics CC cream type of stuff. The expiration date is on the back. Thank you, Laura Geller. That's fabulous. I got it in Fair 130. It has a medium touch of color that glides on smoothly, dries quickly, resulting in flawless, even skin tone and some vitamins, antioxidants, and we're good to go. So I'm going to wear that today. If you're new here, recycling lives over there, and I throw it because why not? Okay, there were some really good products on sale. So this is something that I will get a lot of use out of. This is the Better Than Ever Blush Trio. It's a set of 3 baked products. That middle one, is it a blush? I don't know. We're gonna try it. So we've got Pink Buttercream, Ethereal Rose, and Sugar Plum. And I am totally stoked. I love a blush palette. I love having more than one blush to choose from. It just sits on my vanity and I use it. There is a mirror in this one. Fabulous. It's a bulky thing. Her baked products come in bulky things. But let's use it today. Let's see what we got. Okay, another kind of blushy product that I got. This is the Baked Blush and Bronze. This is like a bronzer, where you put just one product on instead of blush and bronzer when you're, in a hurry. I love Laura Geller's baked products. They're one of my favorite things on earth. The compacts all look the same. This is in Ginger Bronze, and it is this gorgeous mixed bronzer and blush. It looks stunning. So if you are in a hurry, you put that on. There's some sheen to it, y'all. See that? So you and then you're done. I love that idea. I love it. So there's the Ginger Bronze of that. I also got in its own compact, thank you so much, the Fair multi-purpose bronzer. So this is the I can't hold it up because I've done a thing to it. I will as soon as I'm done with it. I had to scrub out my half powder, half bronzer compact, and I had to take a spoolie and literally get around the edges to get the bronzer up off of the tile so that I can use the very last bit of it. It was becoming impossible to pick it up with a brush. So it's almost finished, which I'm happy. I was hoping to finish it by the end of the year. The powder is not finished. I might still finish it by the end of the year, we'll see. But this is that product, but in its own compact, and I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It is in the shade Fair. This is the Baked Bronze and Brighten in the shade Fair. I'm so happy to have it. because this is a perfect bronzer for my skin tone. And likewise, I picked up another Balance and Brighten in the foundation. This is in porcelain. I can use it in porcelain and in fair. I think I've used it in light before. It's a bit dark and light for me, but porcelain is fantastic. It's got a little bit of pink running through it. Not much, but a little bit. This is beautiful. I love this product so much. I'm going to put it back in the box because I'm not ready to use this one yet. I've got the half of the half and half left to use. So we're going to put that in our backup drawer, but ready to go. I have gone through probably 3 of these in my lifetime now. And I'm so happy to have that by itself. A makeup bag came free. It's not bad. It's like vinyl. It will be a donation bag. I have enough bags, but you know, it is what it is. But I got 2 eyeshadow palettes, which I don't know that I have like an actual, like an out and out palette from Laura Geller. I think I have like the little compacts with the, you know, half one baked eyeshadow, half of another. We can't get it open, so that's one thing. In the morning, my hands with fiddly things have a bit of trouble just making them work. It gets better throughout the day. Okay, here is the Delectables Baked Eyeshadow Palette called Romance in Rose. And this is, the packaging is odd. It's super deep. Like, I get that they're baked, but they're like super deep in that little hole. That's weird. So here's the Romance in Rose. We will use one of the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I got today. It looks beautiful. It's 14 matte and shimmer and, you know, the whole thing. It's really pretty. Made in Taiwan. So there's that one. And then the other one is also really pretty. And I was super stoked for the color story of this one. This one is in Earthly Essentials. This one gets a lot darker than the last one, but the greens, y'all. The darker greens, the sage greens, this one's beautiful. So there's the Earthly Essentials. Again, we'll use one of them today. And then last was a lip product. This is the Jelly Balm Hydrating Lip Color. The shade is a Latte Love. So very lightweight packaging. I mean, super lightweight. That's a pretty color. That's a Leanne color. Super, super lightweight. It looks like it's going to be luxe and heavy. 'Tis not. It is what it is. Okay. There's the haul. Let's put this on our face, y'all. I'm going to start with a primer. I have like Laura Geller spackle, but I'm just going to use some of my new stuff that I got from Ulta in my haul that I posted earlier this week, and my Bobbi Brown stuff. This is the J-Cat Anti-Fatigue Cooling Under Eye Balm. We're going to throw this on. We're going to try this tinted moisturizer as, you know, foundation today, because why not? And let's use the Bobbi Brown Extra Illuminating Moisture Balm. Let's see how glowy she is. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all know I like to start out like a Tin Man. Ooh. Ooh, there's a scent with that one, kids. Ooh. Bobbi Brown, why you put fragrance and stuff? Well, it is very glowy. Like super de-duper glowy. I do not like that scent, yo. Good thing it's teeny tiny and we can use it up quick. Ooh. There are many products that are scented like that I don't mind because either the scent is light or to me it is pleasant. This is not one of them. Ugh. Let's hope it goes away soon. Ooh. Sorry for the unpleasant faces, but it's gross. All right, let's try the tinted moisturizer. Okay, she's a squeezy. I'm going to use my makeup palette, which is the Bath & Body Works candle lid. And let's see how she goes. Ooh, we're fiddly to get back on. Just, she's running. Okay. Let's slap her on with a brush, and then we'll follow with a sponge for, you know, smooshing in. I've got a dirty. This is some sort of kabuki brush. Let's see how we do here. I know a lot of people put on tinted moisturizer with their fingers. They just, you know, smoosh it in. I have been known to do that. I'm not going to use a concealer today, so I'm going to bring that underneath my eye. Again, this is in Fair 130. I think that's a pretty decent shade. It's a little peachy, but I think it'll do. Not so peachy that I would need to color correct, I don't think. I think she'll do just fine. Ooh, the scent of that moisture balm. I don't know if I can get over that today or not. Woofda. Okay. So that squeeze that I showed there did my whole face. The glow from the moisture balm is still showing through. I think that's pretty. That's pretty. It's a little peachy, but not too bad. I like the SPF 50 aspect for sure. That makes me very happy to have that. Let's go over just a smidge with the old damp beauty sponge. Make sure everything's, you know, tapped in and we don't have any extra, you know, excess sitting on top of the skin, but also that if there are any brush strokes, we get rid of those. That's pretty. It's not great coverage, but that's okay because I have the foundation powder that I'm going to use. I think that'll do. I'm still smelling it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to use that, y'all. I don't know, but I like this. That's neat. There's no scent to this at all. So there's a decent product for us. Hooray. Huzzah. Okay. Let's put on some eye primer. This is the Benefit Lemonade. I'm assuming that Laura Geller has an eye primer. She's got, you know, like a full range. I don't think that I've ever used an eye primer from Laura Geller. I have so many from other brands. I don't know that I've ever tried one. Laura Geller seems like a brand that is not quite targeted to my age group in the way that, you know, she has marketing on Instagram and things. I am a follower of hers because I like her products so much. But it's really not targeted towards me, but I love them. They're great. They're wonderful. Okay, so let's do... Let me set my eye primer real quick. This is the Bobbi Brown Shadow in Bone, which I got for free with my order from Bobbi Brown earlier this week. And I bought it for the sole purpose of doing that, of setting the eye primer so that it's done when I'm ready for my eyeshadow. There we go. Okay. So for face, I would like to use this product, but it's all in the way. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna do some repair. Okay, so let me show you what's happened. This is my half and halfer. So this half is the bronzer, this half is the foundation powder. And I've had to go in with a mini spoolie and get the bronzer off of the tile because my brush wasn't able to pick it up. And because it wasn't able to pick it up, I wasn't being able to use it. And so let's go into the powder half and attempt to get that up. This is in the shade Fair. And I'll show you how beautiful this powder is. The one I just got is in porcelain, and I'm happy to have that because it's a little bit pinkier, but fair works just fine too. I have been working on this specific compact recently in order to use it up. Partly because it's become a hassle to use it in the way that it's half and half and difficult to get out, things like that. So I am focusing on this. Just have a flat top, more dense brush for this. I also can set using this powder with a more fluffy brush and not get, you know, as much coverage or focus of coverage. And I do that all the time because it's such a beautiful powder. It is still glowy in a way that is natural. It's not illuminating. It is, but it allows any glow that I have on my face to shine through. It is absolutely a stunning product. I will continue to purchase this product because it is so nice. But let's use the bronzer, and then we'll use one of our new baked blushes. Lord have mercy. Okay, so bronzer, we're gonna try real hard not to get a crazy amount because we've pulverized it. Let's try. Let's see what we get. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, it's pretty bad. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we'll kind of apply it and then we'll come back and blend. Okay. Trying to finish a product, it can sometimes get frustrating because you're trying to get the product, trying to get to it, and some products are easier to use up than others because just access to the product itself. All right, we got a lot of bronzer on our forehead today. We are baked and glorious. Okay, 1 second. Let's get our normal powder brush here and let's just blend out where that meets. Yeah. There, that's fine. That's really pretty. Okay, which blush are we gonna use, kids? I think I want to use the pink buttercream. Let's try that one. Let's try a pink buttercream. Find a blush brush. I tell you what, it's been fun trying to unpack from, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. We will use that ginger bronze like combo product on another day together so you can see what that looks like if I don't use an actual bronzer and I just use that instead. Look how cute that is. I love that. Okay. That's fabulous. That's a little short stack Real Techniques brush that came in some travel kit or another. I think that looks so cute. Let's slap on some iMethod brow gel. This is in the shade 04. It's their, what is it called? Grooming and Volumizing. This is such a good product. It's available on Amazon and I love it. They have a lot of brow products. iMethod does. They've got some blushes too. That are cute. Okay, that's stunning. Let's spray the face. I'm using up my Hangover RX from Too Faced. I think Laura Geller does have a spray too, but I have not tried it. If you have, let us know down below. Spray normally helps me take down any powderiness if I've gotten, you know, too much powder or kind of meld things together. I never have that problem though with the baked products that she has. They look so beautiful on the skin. It's like Bare Minerals without the fuss, without the loose product, you know, hassle. Even though I love Bare Minerals, this is an easier product to use. I think it looks beautiful on my skin and it doesn't ever do me dirty. The Balance and Brighten foundation can be a saver of other products. If I've gotten a foundation that is doesn't have the coverage that I thought it should, or it looks off, I can always buff on that baked powder foundation, and it will save the day every time. I love it. Okay, let's do some eye makeup with these gorgeous palettes. I think I am going to use this one because let me look. Let me make a good decision. This one's more neutral. All right, maybe I'll use this one. I'll save this one for a specifically green day to use. So let's use this one today. And I want to go more neutral. There's a lot of warm in here, and I'd like to not be quite as warm. This is the shade Alba. And oh, I was like, why is this mirror so fuzzy? That's why. Oh, there we go. There's me. This is the shade Alba. It's just a kind of a pale beige, slightly peach. Not very peach, but think creme brulee from Makeup Geek. Okay, the darker shade that I really want to use is called Rossini, and I don't know how dark she is. Let's find out. Let's put her on the outer corner. Okay, not too bad. I am going to work, so I'm not going full on. I say this every time, and half of those times I still turn out with glitter up to my brows and all that, but I'm going to try really hard today to look normal. That's a pretty shade. And then I'll use the shade Vendella. I don't know what. It's another kind of neutrally beigey shade, and we'll blend that out a bit before we put a shimmer on. This is going to be a real quick and real easy look. I think that's part of the draw of Laura Geller products, is how simple and straightforward they are. Doesn't look like I have much on, does it? Let's try a little bit more of that Rossini. Put a little bit into the crease, get it up there. That's a little bit better. Okay. I want to try like two of the shimmers. Let's go with Mondial? I don't know. Oh my. Well, there's some punch there. Put that on the center of the lid. We'll blend in just a second. And then Candlelight. That's pretty too. Okay, so the mattes are, I'm going to say understated in a way, and it's not necessarily bad. But the shimmers are where this is at. Okay, give me 1 second and we'll blend. Yeah, those shimmers are beautiful. I like to take my shimmer up at the front so that it can be seen because I have hooded eyes. I need a little bit more Candlelight. I kind of blended out too much on this side. There we go. I think that's really pretty. We're itching, which means it's gonna be a good day. That's really beautiful. That's really, really pretty. It's, again, not super impactful. And I'm wondering, I feel like that Rossini is just getting lost. I don't know. I want there to be a little bit of depth over there, but not so much that I I'm not going for a smoky eye, but I'd like a little bit of something, something. Blend down right there. Right there. It's not bad. That's the Rossini shade. I thought it would be different. It's okay. Okay, there's that. I've been wearing false lashes this week, y'all. I don't know why, but it's happening. So I'm gonna do some liner and put on some lashes, and I'll be right back to try our lip. That was an adventure. One that I'm not sure that I want to repeat. Got lashes on. These are the ColourPop Queenie falsies. They came in a mystery box, and I cut them down, and I like them. I have literal eyeliner everywhere. Let's not talk about it. This is the Laura Geller Balm in a Latte Love. Let's see how this looks. I'm excited for this. Oh, yeah. I love a brown lip. It feels like a lip balm. That's pretty. I love it. Look how cute. After fighting with our lashes for 35 minutes. It's not really, but it was rough. But we look good. I like it. I look put together and classy. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The shine on the inner part of my lid is beautiful. It's not overstated, and I like how it looks. So there's a Laura Geller face for the most part. Tell me what your favorite Laura Geller products are down below if I need to check any more out. Give me an excuse. That's all I need. One excuse and I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see some more videos or me open that advent calendar every single day. And hit like if you liked this video. It really does help out my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.